Good morning, students. Take out your social book. Lesson number 4, the Northern Plains. The Northern Plains lie in the south of Himalayas. They stretch from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. They cover states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and parts of Assam. These plains are formed by the deposition of fine sand and soil brought by the rivers from the Himalayas. It is developed mainly by the rivers Ganga, Satluj, and Brahmaputra. Northern Plain lies in the south of Himalayas, and it stretches from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. And the states which comes under Northern Plains are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and some parts of Assam. These plains are made by the deposition of fine silt and soil, which is brought by the rivers of Himalayas. It is developed mainly by the river Ganga, Satluj, and Brahmaputra. Now in this map, I'll show you the northern plains of India. In this green color, you will see the northern plains of India. The northern plains are flat plains. Many rivers which originate in the Himalayas flow through these plains. These rivers are perennial and have water throughout the year. They also bring down silt, which makes the land rich and fertile. A wide variety of crops grow here. This region is rightly called the football of India. The northern plains are flat plains, and many rivers are born in the Himalayas and they follow through the northern plains. These rivers are perennial and have water throughout the year. They also bring down silt, which makes the northern plains very rich and fertile. And many varieties of crops are also grown in this region. That is why this region is called the football of India. The northern plains are divided into three river basins: the Satluj Basin, the Ganga Basin, and the Brahmaputra Basin. Now I'll tell you the meaning of basin. Basin means a river basin is the portion of land drained by a river and its tributaries. The Satluj Basin, it covers the western part of the northern plains. These states of Punjab and Haryana lie in this basin. The Aravalli Hills separate this basin from the Ganga basin. The river Yamuna marks the boundary between the two basins. Now, Satluj Basin covers the western parts of northern plains, and some states lie in this basin. They are Haryana and Punjab. And Aravalli Hills separates this basin from the Ganga basin. The river Yamuna marks the boundary between the two basins. The famous Bhakra Dam on the Satluj River provides electricity and water for irrigation to large areas in Punjab and Haryana. The Indira Gandhi Canal, which starts from the Satluj, provides water to many dry areas of Rajasthan. The Bhakra Dam provides electricity and water for irrigation to the large number of people of Punjab and Haryana. Now I'll show you the Bhakra Dam. This is the picture of Bhakra Dam. The main crops grown here are wheat, rice, sugarcane, and cotton. The important cities of this region are Amritsar, Jalandhar, Patiala, Ludhiana, and Ambala. Now, the main crops which are grown in this area are wheat, rice, sugarcane, and cotton. And the important cities of this area are Amritsar, Jalandhar, Patiala, Ludhiana, and Ambala. The Ganga Basin covers the largest part of northern plains. It lies between Satluj in the west and Brahmaputra in the east. The Ganga is the largest river in the northern plains. It is the sacred river of the Hindus. It originates in the Gangotri Glacier high up in the Himalayas and flows down through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal. The Ganga flows down the mountains and joins the plains at Haridwar. As it flows down the plains, it is joined by its tributaries and enters Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Bihar, and finally merges in the sea at Ganga Sagar in the West Bengal. Now, Ganga Basin covers the largest part of northern plains and it lies between Satluj in the west and Brahmaputra in the east. Now, the Ganga is the largest river in the northern plains. It is the holy or sacred river for Hindus and it originates from the Ganga glacier and it flows through the different states of our country such as Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Now I'll show you the picture of Haridwar. This one. This is the picture of Haridwar. Most of the rainfall in this region is during monsoon. Crops grow well here as the soil is rich and fertile. Main crops grow here are wheat, rice, sugarcane, and jute. Important cities of the river Ganga are Rishikesh, Haridwar, Kanpur, Allahabad, Ayodhya, Varanasi, Patna, and Kolkata. Most of the rainfall falls in this region during monsoon or rainy season. Crops grow very well here as the soil is very rich and fertile. Many crops such as wheat, rice, sugarcane, jute grow here nicely. And the important cities of the river Ganga are Rishikesh, Haridwar, Kanpur, Allahabad, Ayodhya, Varanasi, Patna and Kolkata. Delhi and Agra are on the banks of the river Yamuna, but these are in the Ganga Basin as Yamuna is the main tributary of the river Ganga. Now we'll come to the Brahmaputra Basin. The Brahmaputra Basin occupies the easternmost part of northern plains. This basin is very narrow in Assam state. It is surrounded by hills on three sides. A part of West Bengal also lies in this basin. This basin receives very heavy rainfall, hence the Brahmaputra is always flooded in the rainy season. The Brahmaputra basin occupies the easternmost part of the northern plains and it is very narrow in Assam. It is surrounded by the hills on its three sides. A part of West Bengal also lies in this basin and this basin receives very heavy rainfall and the Brahmaputra is always flooded during rainy season. Now in this picture you can see the Brahmaputra River. The Brahmaputra originates in Tibet where it is called Sangpo. It flows through Assam before reaching Bangladesh. The Ganga and the Brahmaputra join in Bangladesh and flow into the Bay of Bengal. Their delta, which extends into India, is the largest in the world. Now the Brahmaputra River originates in Tibet where It is called Sangpo, and it flows through Assam before reaching the Bangladesh. The Ganga and the Brahmaputra join in Bangladesh and flow through the Bay of Bengal. The delta, which extends into India, is the largest in the world. Due to the vast extent of the northern plains, the climate there is not the same throughout the year. It is mostly hot in summer and cold in winter. Its eastern parts receives heavier rains than its western parts. Life in the northern plains. The northern plains are thickly populated because of fine climate, good fertility, and a large network of roads and railways. Most people live in villages and their main occupation is farming. They grow crops suitable to their climate. In the western region, wheat is the main crop because of the cold winter and less rainfall. In the eastern parts of rice is the main crop as the region receives more rainfall. In the western regions, villagers live in mud huts and thatched roofs of dry grass. Because of rainy season, the eastern region villages have houses with sloping roofs. Cattle rearing, fishing, tea cultivation, sericulture, or we can say rearing of silkworms and mining are other important occupations of the people of this region. Now here in this picture, one lady worker is plucking tea leaves from the tea garden. The most common dress of women here is sari and blouse. Men wear dhoti kurta and kurta pajama. In Assam, women usually wear mekhla sadar. In Punjab, salwar kameez is a very common dress of women. Important towns and cities in the northern plains on the banks of rivers are Ludhiana, Delhi, Agra, Kanpur, Varanasi, Allahabad, Patna, Guwahati, and Kolkata. Now here I'll show you the picture of Taj Mahal. This is the Taj Mahal and it is situated in the bank of river Yamuna. Now I'll give you the homework, and your homework is what is the common dress of women in northern plains?